shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you were interested in picking up a channel membership for as little as $1.99 a month, head over to my channel profile and hit the join button to view all of the available perks. Thanks. If you've been with me for a while, you have probably seen me pass a few milestones with this channel. From 1,000 subscribers in April of 2021, all the way up to 4,000 subscribers in September of 2022. We've definitely come a long way, and to celebrate the latest goal of 4,000 subscribers on the channel, I thought it would be fitting if we did a full Q&A here today. I know it's a little bit cliche for YouTubers to do Q&A videos to celebrate a milestone, but at the same time, I think this is a great way for you to learn more about me, as opposed to just knowing me for my Ninjago discussion and theory videos. I think it adds a nice layer of depth so that you guys can get to know more about me personally, and I think that way things become a lot more enjoyable and I can become a lot more transparent with you guys, as I rarely ever do Q&A videos where you learn more about myself. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into things. And also, just before we move straight into this, I wasn't sure what to actually do in this video in terms of background footage. Usually I just use Ninjago images, but I didn't really think that would fit mainly for today's video, so enjoy the Clash of Clans gameplay over the top of the video. This is of course my own gameplay. Yeah, just enjoy it, I guess. Now, on with the actual questions and answers. So, we have a few questions here from one user on my community tab, so let's just go straight through this. How long do you think you'll be covering Ninjago for? As long as you're interested? As long as the show runs? Good question, actually. My plan would ideally be to do it for as long as the show runs, but honestly, I do not know. I don't really think that far ahead, if you know what I mean, or at least I don't consistently think that far ahead, but I would like to do it for as long as the show runs, but at the same time, things may get in the way of that over the next year or so, you know. It just depends on when life gets too busy. There will become a point where YouTube isn't a massive priority for me, so when I get a job and my life just gets busy in general, I guess that's probably when I'll start to stop. Although I do hope that I will also hopefully upload to YouTube at least like once a month if things get really busy for me. Just have to see how things go, I guess. Next question, do you plan on covering other topics unrelated to Ninjago or covering things relating to other LEGO themes? Again, I've definitely thought about it, like anime for example, and it's definitely a thing I may do in the future randomly, but for now, in the near future, and by that I mean maybe over the next few months, I highly doubt that will be happening. I just like to stick to Ninjago, to be honest. I'm a lot more kind of familiar with Ninjago compared to anything else, and so it's just a lot easier for me to cover, so for now, I'll probably just stick to Ninjago. And also, he just says here, how does it feel to be the most underrated creator on YouTube? Thanks a lot for the compliment. It feels good, I guess. Next person here says, that's understandable. Congrats, man. My question is, have you watched Cobra Kai, and if not, do you plan on doing so? I have not. I obviously know of it. It's not really something that interests me from what I've seen, but I mean, there may come a time where I just randomly decide to watch it, you know? It's kind of random what I decide to watch. Like, for example, I watched Breaking Bad completely randomly one day and loved it. So who knows, I may do the same thing with Cobra Kai at some point. Next question, what are your thoughts on scrambled egg? Is it good or overrated? Good, I guess. I don't really have it consistently, but yeah, it's good. Serious question. If you were going to branch out to other things on your channel, what would you do? So yeah, I mentioned this previously, probably like anime, more specifically Naruto type stuff. That's probably the only thing I'd ever actually consider covering on the channel, as well as Ninjago, or maybe other just general LEGO themes. I'm not too sure, but one of those two options, I think. Please answer this one. Do you ever plan on showing your dogs? What content do you plan to make after Crystallized ends? Yeah, sure, I'll show you a picture of one of my dogs for now. Here it is up on screen. And what content do I plan on making after Crystallized ends? Well, obviously, we're kind of in that period now, and for now, I'm just going to make more retrospective types of Crystallized content, you know, because there's a lot of different things I still need to talk about and would like to make videos on. But after that, I think I will probably be slowing down to one video every other day, and it will be more general Ninjago content, if you get what I mean. So, videos about other different Ninjago seasons and stuff. So, yeah, hope that answers your question there. Congrats, love your content. Here's a couple. What got you into YouTube? Literally, this is how it went, right? So I was bored in lockdown, thought YouTube would be cool because at the time I was obsessed with watching Ninjago content creators, mainly Daily Overlord at the time. So obviously I was bored. I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to make a YouTube channel. And on the day I created this very YouTube channel, I uploaded my first video. And another fun fact, back then I used to literally script videos on pen and paper. It was pretty wild. But yeah, things have definitely gone a long way since then. And you can actually watch my first videos right now if you want to. But yeah, do you like cheese? Yeah, sure. And favourite Ninjago season, that would be season 13, I guess, season 6. It's between those two. And again, congrats on 4,000 subscribers. Thanks a lot for that one, Cheesy Plays. Next question here from a channel member. First of all, thank you so much for, your membership. It really means a lot to me. But let's get on to the questions. What is your first Ninjago set you bought and when? That would be the Cole's Dragon from Season 6, if you remember that, and that would be at some point in 2016. I actually had to buy 2 of them because at the time, one of my puppies completely chewed the living death out of that set, so I had to go and get another. This was when I was about 10 or 11 years old. Will you do a room tour or a Ninjago haul tour, like telling what sets and minifigures you collect? I did actually do that for my 2,000 subscriber video, so you can go and check that out. It's not really a room as much as it is an actual shed. I have a literal shed where it's just easier for me to collect it then because it gets away from the craziness that happens in my house with 5 dogs and whatnot. So yeah, you can go and check that out now. And I will probably be doing another video doing that for 5,000 subscribers, so you can look forward to that. And how much money do you receive each month from each videos that you make since the very beginning until now? So if we count literally like since about July last year when I got monetized up until this point in time, totaling all of the money I've made, I don't actually know exactly because YouTube does kind of only show the last 5 months or so, I think, in terms of revenue. But I'm going to say, like, genuinely here, I think around £700, maybe about 800. So, yeah, I use it to buy Ninjago sets and whatnot. So, yeah, honestly, a really good amount in my opinion. When did you start YouTube? That would be in 2020 in March. Who was your inspiration? At the very start, it was Daily Overlord, actually. And the first person I collaborated with, I actually do not know. I want to say Fireblast Films, but it could have been someone else. Sorry if I completely forgot about someone else before that, but I think it might have been him. Who's your favourite ninja at this current point in time? That would be Cole. Do you know about the Fold Stereofire album? Yes, I do know about it, but I have not listened to it. Do I know who Tanner Fishies is? Yes, I do. Did you ever watch Black Clover? No, I have not. And why do you think Attack on Titan is overrated? I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily think it's overrated. I know I've said that in the past, but I don't necessarily agree with that. But it's just kind of not my cup of tea, to be honest, although it is still quite good. And why do I not like Demon Slayer? Well, that one is definitely overrated in my opinion. Quite frankly, I just think it's bad, no proper story to it. It's just very, very repetitive. Just not really invested in the characters at all, and very one-dimensional overall. Just not really a fan of it, to be quite honest. What did I like about Crystalized? There's a lot, actually. I liked the whole concept of it. I liked Garmadon's story a lot, and there's probably a few more other things I can think of, but just off the dome, doing this Q&A, I think those are the 2 main things I love about it the most. So yeah, the concept, the villains, and Garmadon's arc was all great. I rewrite Crystalized have had to keep the plot the same. Honestly, just make Lloyd better and not as annoying towards the Oni and whatnot, and to the point where he doesn't literally completely act as if Misako didn't exist. You know what I mean? Lloyd was just really dumb in it, so I'd probably change that. And also, if this can even count for this question, I would just remove Harumi being good in the end completely. Moving over to Twitter now. If there was any character's fate you could change, whose would it be and why? Harumi all the way. I would much rather have her not even come back in Crystallized, to be honest. What is your favourite subject of Ninjago to make videos on? Probably, like, theories. Rankings are also quite fun. There's a lot of different things, really. Pretty much all of the content I make is stuff I really enjoy making, so, yeah. Do you think Crystallized could have had a better ending, or did you like the ending? I think it definitely could have had a better ending. I'm going to hopefully make a whole video dedicated to that at some point, but because I don't really want to get into it all now, I think it's going to be a fairly long video, but yeah, I would definitely change it. And what did you think when Harumi changed? Complete and utter disappointment. That is what I thought. Which ship do you prefer and why? Kyla or Lava, Cole and Kai? Probably Kai and Skylar, to be honest, although both I'm not really the biggest fan of, so that is definitely a tough question. Maybe they're pretty much equal, to be honest. Would you consider making a rewrite of Ninjago in your own way, basically a fanfic? Not sure, I've never really thought about it, but yeah, I guess it would be a cool idea, although it's not really something I'm going to be doing in the near future. We have a final question here. How is the Overlord supposedly going to corrupt the elemental powers? Also, do you think Zane's ice got corrupted by the Overlord when he sacrificed, and that's why he has crystal powers? That's a really, really good question, actually. I think this would have happened just by the Crystal Army crystallizing the ninja, as they did with the new ninja, if you get what I mean. And that way they would have been under the Overlord's control, and he could have manipulated them to use their elemental powers, if you know what I mean. I think that's how it would have worked. And also for your Zane thing at the end, that is an amazing idea, and I may actually use this as a video in the future. It's such an awesome idea, and I've literally never even thought about that before. Great idea, great question, thanks for your comment. But that's basically going to do it for this Q&A here. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learnt a little bit more about me. For my 5,000 subscriber special, I will hopefully be doing a Ninjago collection tour or whatnot. So you do have that to look forward to once I do hit 5,000 subscribers, hopefully in the next few months. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop a like on it, subscribe for more, and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to watch my new content whenever I do post it. Again, thanks so much for 4,000 subscribers. I couldn't be more grateful. And with this being said, I'll see you all soon for my next one. Goodbye.